wealthy, uber-right conservatives intent on defeating President Obama. So tonight, we're going to introduce you to some of the Billionaire Boys Club's most notorious members. First up, Foster Friess. You remember him? He's the born-again evangelical Christian. He almost single-handedly funded Rick Santorum's failed campaign. Some fun facts about him. In 2002, Friess claimed liberals caused the Columbine massacre. Earlier this year, remember, he suggested that women should put an aspirin between their knees for birth control. Next up, Harold Simmons. Harold Simmons once said that President Obama is the most dangerous American alive. And so far, he's donated more than $16 million to conservative SuperPACS. You probably never heard of our next member. That's Harlan Crow. And that's how he likes it. The Texas real estate magnate is friends with Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. He's used his money to attack Democrats for a long time. And then there's Frank Vandersloot. He's made billions on dietary supplements, cleaning products. He's also Mitt Romney's national finance co-chair, a devout Mormon, and a virulent anti-gay activist. And finally, the man of the hour, Joe Ricketts. He's owner of the Chicago Cubs. He's founder of TD Ameritrade. He's the billionaire who was allegedly going to fund a series of anti-Obama ads featuring the Reverend Jeremiah Wright. Ricketts denies the story, and Romney, too, says that he repudiates the plan. Earlier today, I spoke about the Billionaire Boys Club with two of Washington, D.C.'s ultimate insiders, Norm Ornstein and Thomas Mann. They're the authors of the new book, It's Even Worse Than It Looks. I began by asking Norm whether he was at all surprised by news that billionaire John Ricketts was planning to fund anti-Obama attack ads.
I know Joe Ricketts. I've actually worked with him on some things. And he's a conservative guy, but I wouldn't have thought of him as moving to this level. But it tells me something that we've now descended to the point where people are caught up in the tribal politics and will say and do anything to get their preferred candidates.
And to be fair to him, he has repudiated this particular plan, but he did put out $10 million to invite, essentially, I think, guides, plans, media strategies to be able to defeat Barack Obama. Thomas, I mean, do you think that the rise of the influence of these billionaires now in the political process has ended up contributing to some of the hyper-partisanship that you talk about here?
Yeah, it makes us look like a banana republic. I mean, the idea that a handful of quirky billionaires, for whatever reason, strong ideological views, personal peek at a particular candidate, or just the feeling of power that they can make a difference by writing a $1 million, $10 million, or $50 million check. And to know that virtually every dollar of this will be spent targeted against the opponent of their favored candidate. It will be negative, it will be exceedingly aggressive, it will have probably little fact content to it, and it will compete with the substantive debate of a campaign that may actually contribute to governing.
Well, I mean, wither the small donors, wither the democracy in its truest form, which is one person, one vote, when you've got a few billionaires who are seeding the system with money that is unprecedented.